Shit right, keep the shit tight. Get right, get tight. This shit copy as fuck. What's up, man? Y'all got some questions and shit, or y'all just vibing? Like, it's good. Just want to see me mark up some shit. Like, what's up? What's the vibes?
I did want to see your analysis for the NASDAQ move. I think I like highlighted that shit. I think I got where you got in
that. My NASDAQ chart. That shit,
I want to see that shit.
I smacked that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Those was my two orders.
Okay, go ahead, drop that breakdown for me then.
Yeah, that shit was smooth as fuck. Support was here. I had resistance that had came and made here. From that point on, I think it was Tuesday. It had made support here, so I was already down on like M5 and shit.
Yes, sir. That's exactly where I thought it was.
Yeah, I was already on like M5, bro. So once I seen this shit happening, yeah, that's all I really needed to see based on how I was looking off the 1 hour as well. So, boom, we had previous minor support that lined up over there as well. So once I seen that, bro, like I was good money. I was in that bitch. Seen the support that happened here, boom, broke up top, came back here, gave me the pullback, double bottom, boom, good order. You know what I'm saying? From there, we actually maintained, wow, had my fibs out, point B, right? So I really wasn't tripping up in this area. I was just really just floating with everything, right? Extended everything out, right? From there, about 11 o'clock, I think this was news. Yep. So all of this was news. Once market opened, and then about 11 o'clock, I think 11. Yeah, it was about 11 o'clock afternoon. So I'm guessing this pullback here happened, and then I'm probably seeing like this bullish engulfing. But I know it's around 11 because I was at the office. So yeah, it had to be like around here, probably 11:15 or some shit. But I scaled in, boom, another 0.02, right? Shit was smooth. This shit had pulled back and started happening. Yeah, it had to be over here because I do remember experiencing this, and I had to move my stop loss. So my stop loss was, I remember having that shit like, I think it was like right up under this last higher low point, but then I had to move it because I seen this shit happening. So I had moved it, and then shit at like 2 o'clock, I was on the phone with Q, and he told me check my phone, and yup, around 2:30, that shit had started pushing up. And he was in US 30, but I was in this shit because I had withdrew the previous day. So I only had like $100 in my shit. And I was like, I'm gonna see what I could do with this shit. Cause I seen the move. But like I told everybody who I was talking to about that move, I really only wanted to make $50 so I could hop back on US 30. Like that was the intention. But then once I seen that both of these shits was pushing the exact same way, it didn't make sense for me to close this order just to go hop on, just to say I'm on US 30. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I'm gonna just wait and just finish out the move. So I just finished out the move, and then I had made 1,000, and then got out. It kept pushing, but I had got out and shit, and then I got on US 30 today. Yup. I had got on. I was on the 4 hour on US 30 today. And was I on the 4 hour? Was I on the 30 minute? I'm trying to see. Yeah, I was on the 30 minute. That's what happened because I had got in this order. Yep, I had got in this right this morning. I had got in this order this morning right here, down here, and I was floating. I got in with a 0.05, and I was floating like what, like $600? What was it, like 600 to 1,000? I think. Yeah, I was floating like 600 to like $1,000, and then 9:30 this shit happened, and it stopped me out. So once it stopped me out, I found a better entry like down here, right? So I let it stop me out. I think I got stopped out with like probably like $80 or some shit, right? So vicious, because that shit was like vicious, right? So I probably had my stop like right in profit or two, like almost like break even or some shit. But it stopped me out, right, in profit. Then it came down, kept pushing, right? And then once it tapped here, I knew I had all this support right here, right? So once it started pulling back, I really wasn't tripping. But I let it like create like support down there on the lower time frame first. So I had let it create this first, right? And then it pulled up, came back down, and then right at 10 a.m., boom, I got back in. And then once I got in, boom, it went up. I was up like what I previously was up, right? So I was up like probably like 1,000 or some shit. And then shit pulled back, right? And then went back up there, tested again, right? So I was probably up like 1,200 or some shit, pulled back again, right? And then I had to move my stop loss again. So I moved my stop loss back under here, right? Because I didn't want to get like stopped out. And then from that point, but I knew we were still in structure. So like I really wasn't tripping. But then so once we made that bullish engulfing, like I knew we was good, really, right? Honestly, once this closed bullish right here, I knew we was good. But then once that closed like variation shit, I knew it was good. And then from there, like the shit obviously kept pushing. And then I closed out. I was like, you know what? That's 3 fucking times we didn't break resistance. You know, I'm just really looking for $1,000 today. You know, I was looking, no, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't looking for $1,000 a day. I was looking for like a 3K day. Not gonna lie, right? But I was looking for at least like 300 pips. But it didn't want to push, right? So I couldn't fight the shit. I couldn't fight it. Like it kept respecting this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I closed literally like right at the top, 34,050. I said, fuck that. This the third time. And as soon as I closed, that shit dropped like a bitch. And I was like, see? You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta take the warning signs. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have been fucking sick. I'd have been sick. And the reason I would have been sick, right, is because I got stopped out already. Right? I already got stopped out of this shit because I had got in like down here. Right? So I had got stopped out of this shit already. Right? Like probably like right here type shit. So I was already up 1,000. So then I had let it come back up 1,000. Right? Had let it come back up 1,000, right? And then had let it come back up 1,000. So I was like, bro, if I don't take this shit, bro, like I'm retarded. I'm tripping. Like that's greed. Like I'm doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So I just went ahead and took 1,000 off the table. You know what I mean? And I was happy with my decision and shit. And from that point on, I was like, you know, wait for new opportunities, kick it, whatever, you know, whatever happens and shit.
Or do you feel like there was anything that you could have done in terms of your first entry that you got stopped out of? Do you feel like there's anything that you could have done, yeah, to like not have gotten stopped out of that order, or you feel like that was just one of those?
Fuck no, because I would got stopped out either way.
Okay.
I'm glad that I got stopped out of profit. I'm glad because look how we was pushing, bro. Like, bro, I was pushing good, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I was pushing good, bro. And then literally, bro, at 9:30, bro, like I'd be like, some bullshit about to happen every time. I just know, I just be like, yo, this shit be going too good for me. Like it be going so fucking good, right? And I already know like higher low here, higher low and shit. So I'm like, nigga, it's up, right? So nigga, I'm floating this shit. I didn't cut the music on now. I didn't burn me one. I'm chilling, you know. 9:30 come, bro. Bullshit happened, right? So I just left my stop loss where it was and I watched it. You know what I'm saying? I left my stop loss where it was, let it happen. I was like, cool, because I've learned from the past. Because a lot of times, like it'll pull back like this right here, and you'll think like, oh man, it's just coming back to do like a little retracement, da da da. And your ass try to get in right there, and then the next candle fucks your whole account. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna chill. Let the sellers let me know when they're finished. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let them niggas let me know when they done it because it ain't like I ain't got no bread. I just had $100, so everything else is equity. So I really ain't tripping. I just added $80 to the account. Like I ain't really tripping, bro. It's early as fuck in the morning. I know I got news tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if it do it, it do it. Like that's how I gotta be sometimes. Like the market just not in my favor type shit. But I stayed patient. That shit came and tested another resistance point. Now I turned support, right? Feel like, you know, some of this candle up and shit like that with the support. Gave me a double bottom down here as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we could take that one, you know, and we took that one and we got the same result. You know, I was trying to break this shit though. I promise you, bro. I promise you, I was trying to break this shit, bro. I was at least trying to get to here. Like, not gonna lie, I was at least trying to get to like 34,300, bro. Like, no cap, but like right at least up in this area. But that shit, it probably gonna go there tomorrow, some sure tonight. But I just couldn't fuck with it. That shit just was not going. So I was just like, bro, I'm gonna take my bread, bro. Like, go kick it in the jacuzzi and shit. That makes sense? Or like,
100%.
yeah. But yeah. But like, I mean, I know some people was like they was holding through these and stuff like that, and like that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I got like certain intentions with how I'm doing shit. So it's like I won't finna hold. I was not finna hold. Not after how my morning had already went, I was good. You feel me? Like I was good. Like I told you, I was mentally tired. So I was like, close out, make some money. You know what I mean? Go spend some money. Go sit in the jacuzzi, like straight up.
But I feel like one of the most important things, like you just said, was like how you just cool with that, because I feel like it's so important to get small, consistent gains.
Yeah.
Like that's so important. Like
you could have lost 1,000.
Facts.
I could have lost 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have lost everything I just made. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind too. It's like the same way this shit going really good right now. All it take is something like this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, nah, nigga, like, and this shit just been going back to back to back to back. Like, nah, bro. Nah, let me get out this area. Let me get the fuck on and get in some new shit. And then I'll try to figure some shit out.
Hey, Vontae. Well,
Yeah.
you still answered the question and stuff, but like, you know, when you have like your money goal and stuff, as soon as you make the bread, are you just gonna close out or are you just gonna be chill, man? Because I be making the bread,
Again.
but
Hold on. Say that again.
as soon as you got your money goal and you in the market, and
Yeah.
let's say your money goal is literally like your money goal profit is like a 2 to 1 or like a 2.5 to 1, but your trade is like a 3 to 1 or 4 to 1.
Yeah.
Do you close out as soon as you see your money goals already hit and your trade start to fluctuate, or you gonna let it fluctuate?
No. Like I let my trade fluctuate a little bit. Like I said, I got to like 1,200. I saw like 1,200 in profit. You know what I'm saying? And then I just noticed that shit was just not going. Like every time I hit 1,200, that shit was going back to like 7, 6. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, nah, man. Like I ain't trying to goddamn. Like I want at least 1,000. Like that's my threshold right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I want at least 1,000. Like I didn't let this shit fluctuate 3, 4 times. I've been analyzing for fucking since 6 a.m. Like I'm like, you know what? 1,000 is cool right now. I've been analyzing for 6 hours, nigga. 1,000 sound real good, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how that shit literally be. Like I just be like, all right, yeah. Like first it was like, nigga, the way this shit going, nigga, 850 might be smooth. You know what I'm saying? But then it was just like it kept.
Yeah.
It's just about knowing your threshold, bro, and like I said, knowing what's comfortable for you. Like me, $1,000 a day ain't bad for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do a lot with $1,000 still. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you on that.
You feel me? Like that's like what a surgeon make. So it's like I'm like, yeah, let's just keep, and like I said, building that ladder. Like, you know what I'm saying? I already been in a certain zone all week. You know what I'm saying? I've been knocking off 1,000 every week. I mean, like every day this week. So it's like, let's just keep the momentum. Let's just keep it going. Like, you know, no need. And if I would have held that trade, then I still would have been in that trade right now, nigga. And I still would be just now getting back to $1,000. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you speaking facts, dog. Speaking big facts.
Yeah, so it's just like, but getting back into your question, I feel like it is definitely like bro say, you should be able to float in and out, right? But be able to maintain that bias to a certain area. You see what I'm saying? So if you see another opportunity, there's nothing wrong with taking. Like I told you, like I got stopped out up in here, but then I still had the same bias, same opportunity because everything was still valid. Everything stayed tested. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a big ass bearish candle, but the next candle had to go bearish and close bearish too. You see what I'm saying? But it didn't do that. It went down here and wicked out. So when it went down here and wicked, it's like, oh shit, we good. Ain't no reason to trip. It's just a lot of volatility right now. And that's why I say you should see the volatility and stuff as violent. You know what I mean? Like, think of it as data. It's just data. Who's in control? It's showing you who's in control. It's showing you who's in the market. It's showing you how much people are in the market right now. Like, you know, that kind of shit. Is the market oversold? Is it overbought? Like, that kind of shit. Like, that's how you should be thinking when you're interacting with this shit. You know?
Got you. Appreciate you, Vontae.
Ready, bro. Any other questions? Anybody else got another pair? Anything we need to look at?
Hey, Vontae, I got a quick question for you. So right now, I'm analyzing UJ, and like I think for the past like 2 weeks, it was like consolidating, and it just broke out with all the news this week. But I'm still, I guess, kind of confused on the overall direction because it still looks like it's kind of at a bottom. So I was wondering, like, what's your take on it?
Right, so we got bow. Yeah, so we still respecting the downtrend right now, but like you said, we are starting to slow down some just because of how the higher time frame is moving. We got higher time frame key levels down here, right? So just got to be aware of that around this price. But right now we're still respecting the downtrend structure. Still respecting the downtrend structure. But so what I would do is just measure this shit honestly. I just measure that shit from the breakout. Yeah, so you got your last high up here. And then from there, you're making higher lows right now, but then you still starting to transition some up here because $78.6. All right, so yeah, I would say stick to the downtrend for now. It's showing signs that it's slowing down some, but it's still, like I said, making lower highs and respecting the overall structure. And right now it's testing, around 38.2. So I would just watch to see if lower highs are still, if it's gonna respect the lower highs here, right? In the main high that's here, right? To get you going back towards that main support into this, or if you're gonna continue to see it makes certain supports. And then if you break out of this area here, right, then you can expect, to at least get to 61.8, right, where you got previous exhaustion up in this area, right, and your next PRZ level.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, so that's how I would be looking at it as of right now. Yeah, because especially you got daily exhaustion and stuff like that. So I would just watch it because in this zone it can get real indecisive. Um, and we haven't really had like a real bullish engulfing or bullish variation yet. So it's still showing that it can push up some. So I would just watch until like a real support point is broken, or if it makes some type of higher low point on like a lower time frame that looks good. Like say this like maybe spreads out some, then you could try to draw like a good angle as far as like a counter trend line to see if that seller's momentum actually starts to turn over or if it continues to make higher lows. Because right now it's still respecting, the counter trend structure, but we get to a point where the market can actually start to squeeze up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would just watch it and just see how it's interacting with the lower time frames. As far as like the exhaustion up in these areas. All right. Or certain resistance areas here and here. All right. See if we can actually get a push and then higher low points be formed. But if not, if it starts to respect, then you already understand where you're going. You're gonna start to see, you're gonna start to get back into that type of mentality where you start seeing like breaks. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody got anything else we need to look at?
I want you to look at GJ too. I think it's the same thing for GJ.
Yeah. So same ordeal, just found like a floor, right?
Yeah.
In that floor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So finding that floor still on H4, there's still no floor, so we still looking.
Mhm.
Yeah. M30, still steep. H1,
Mhm.
or H1. So if you wanted to draw a fib out on H1, like you could, certain kind of like fib out and see if you could get some type of retracement, like real retracement.
Mhm.
But until it actually makes like a higher time frame floor, all of that could be just like short term.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit could be like major short term. Because you still got a bunch of confluence up in this area. And then you also got hella bearish momentum coming from the daily time frame. So you got hella bearish momentum coming from the daily time frame. So yeah. I would like I said, on pairs like this and like UJ, like I would probably try to stick to like the bearish trend, unless like you say on the daily time frame, like kind of how like on UJ you start to see on like the daily time frame, you saw that exhaustion. So if you were down here, like say like you are already like down here watching this support down here,
Mhm.
right? Then like you could have been already taking advantage. Like that's how I be taking advantage of like wick areas and shit like that on US 30. Like I'll mark that shit off, like highlight it like how I just did from previous, right? From previous price. So when that shit start bouncing like this in here, bow, start making double bottoms, and especially if I see that shit start doing shit like this, right? I'll take that if the daily is looking wicked out. If the daily H4 is looking wicked out, because I know I can take it to at least 38.2. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
Type shit. Matter of fact, won't we just talk about that on our one-on-one?
Yeah, that's actually why I asked you to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. If it's off the daily or H4, hey man, by all means, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Especially if you got previous support there. Like that's what I had used for the US 30 trade.
Okay, good.
With the US 30 trade, I had used previous support that was already there. That was once a point C point. So when it came down and wick there, I already knew how I needed to be reacting in the lower time frames because it was higher time frame support over here to the left, or resistance turn support. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. All right.
Real quick, Vontae, I wanted to ask, excuse me, I wanted to ask a credit related question, not really anything technical. But I wanted to know if you had any issues along your trading journey in terms of like financing anything of like an apartment or like, a car, because I know that, traders isn't necessarily, or trading isn't necessarily like a concrete income in a lot of banks' eyes and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I wanted to know if you ever had any issues with that, and if not, then if you possibly were to, how would you go about dealing about shit like that?
So I would set everything up through a LLC.
Okay.
So once you got everything set up through the LLC, you just pay yourself pretty much. But my shit is kind of different because like I'm a psych coach. You know what I mean? So it's like I got like I could play my shit off in a different kind of, you know what I mean? Like educational services,
Yeah.
shit like that, you know. So I don't really gotta go through what a lot of them other traders be having to go through when it's just like, oh yeah, all I do is trade and all my funding is coming from trading, because that's not the case with me. So it's like I can hide a lot of my shit.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Does it? I mean, I don't know, because it probably shouldn't.
No, yeah.
But
It makes sense because you're able to give them a different perspective as
all
if
right,
you're
like not even
an
that. It's
instructor.
the services I provide. You know what I'm saying? Like life, like fucking one-on-one coaching. You know what I'm saying? I got my course. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got other shit that I can hide my Forex funds under, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you on that.
Criminal, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much how I've been doing my shit. Until I can get this trust open. And then once I get this trust open, it's up.
Heard you.
Yeah, because that shit protects everything. So, but yeah, so that's the next goal. Now that I didn't clear my debt and shit, I'm trying to really get right and do that shit. Just do everything in order, like, and that's when me and bro met yesterday about my finances and all that shit. It's just like biggest thing he was telling me is like, bro, as you're leveling up, like level yourself up. Like I'll continue to tell y'all, level yourself up in all areas. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's certain things you have to work on, certain blemishes that you have, bro, get the shit done. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have an extra source of funding for, to pay for shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you need to get your credit work on, fund that shit through trading. You know what I mean? Like if you need to get fucking veneers, like I said, nigga, fund it. Nigga, you want a new car, fund it. Like start working on funding the shit that you need, so that way when it's really time to level up certain shit, health insurance, life insurance, like, you know, all kind of shit. You know, just make sure that you're on point with everything, so that way, like I said, the foundation is strong. You're not fucking like, you know, you don't have any weak points or anywhere like, you know, where your ship can sink. You know, you're strong everywhere. Like you're strong, you got a foundation. Like that don't mean that you gotta be excellent or perfect, but you're gonna be strong. You wanna make sure that you got a foundation. Makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other comments? Any other questions?
Shit, I got one more. This is more for everybody in general. How many of y'all going out to the summit?
Yeah, facts. All y'all need to be here.
I'm in there.
I'm in there.
I'm in that. I'm in that.
Yeah. If you consider
Yeah,
yourself,
I got tickets.
if you consider yourself a serious trader, you need to be at the summit.
I'm in that.
And like you need to be there making connections with other people. You need to be there connecting with other traders, connecting with the big moguls, you know what I'm saying, getting your face seen, spreading your brands, you know, and just picking information from the industry, everybody, you know what I'm saying, come there and be a sponge. I'm not sure when it is yet. I'm pretty sure they'll have flyers up soon and stuff like that, but you know, I mean, I'll let y'all know in the chat and stuff once I know stuff. So, but I just been so focused on everything else. But like I said, once I get finished with my birthday shit and everything, I'm gonna start shooting the other. They said June, or yeah, they said June. But yeah, I'm gonna start shooting the other section of the course. You know what I'm saying? Like one more section. I'm gonna add. It's gonna be literally about the brain and about fear and some good stuff. So, you know, I think it'll be useful. I've been doing some research. I'm gonna dive into it some more once I like I said, once I get out of my birthday celebrations and stuff like that. But yeah, so be looking forward to that. Probably like early March. I'll have that. I'll probably have these uploaded as well. I don't know where probably checkmate section. Probably upload these as well. But yeah, I mean, I hope this helped. Did this help? Is this helpful?
Yes, sir.
I feel like these are
Hell
helpful.
yeah.
We need to keep.
Yeah, it
doing this.
was.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Vontae, I got a quick question real quick.
Yes, sir.
Hey, sorry, what's up? I'm gonna send you something for your birthday on that Zelle. That same Zelle work?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I appreciate that, gang. Oh man.
All right. That's all I want to know.
That's love. That's
All
love.
right.
Yes, sir. That's love.
When's your next 3-day course?
That's the thing. Not sure yet. Thinking March. I got a lot of shit going on these next couple months. So, and then we got Summit coming up, so I definitely don't want to impede on what the fuck they got going on. Because like I like a certain kind of vibe and shit, so
March sounding lit.
March. Said March. I'm gonna talk to bro. Okay, March. Okay, we might do like a March Madness psych out. Some shit. Might do like a little March Madness psych out or some shit, man. See what's up. Let me get some weeks together and see. Maybe like second, third week of March. See if I can put something together. But either way, if it's gonna be March, that means I gotta come out with some flyers and shit soon, because this month only got 28 months in it. I mean, I said months, 28 days. Or I said March Madness. Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to bro and shit. See what's up. Talk to bro and shit. See what's going on, man. If the people want it, man, hey, people want it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it do what it do. I'm asking Instagram. Let's see what Instagram think. Let's see what they say. See if they like March. See what they think about a March Madness psych out. 3DC. See if they'd be up for it. Yeah. But no more technical questions and stuff. We good? Everybody straight? Any more site questions? Anybody got some real life shit going on that we need to talk about? You know what I'm saying? We're a society, man. So this is the space. This is the space.
Hey, I got a question. So anybody out there that work 8 to 5, 9 to 5, like I just noticed, like I fucked my psychology up this week trying to make time to trade at work. Obviously just a bad idea. So any pairs anybody recommend? Because I'm gonna have to leave the dirty 30 alone until I'm able to leave this job for real.
Or you might as well trade London then.
All right, nigga. Like that's the only other.
Yeah.
So like
on GU, nigga.
Like GU, GJ.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Yeah.
so, you better have one of them London pairs.
Yeah, if you look at GU from today,
Crazy.
nigga,
First of all, you crazy as hell for trading US 30.
Hey, look, I told my job, man. I was like, look,
you a 5DC alumni, nigga. You know you shouldn't be goddamn trading.
Yeah. Once the news hit, I was gone. I ain't traded since yesterday. So I was like, all right. But then today I was like, oh yeah, I got up early. I was like, okay, make some time at work. I'm gonna take an early lunch, block out some time on my calendar. I said, oh no, this ain't gonna happen. But in that same breath, I'm like, I don't want to give up too much time not trading. So that's like a balance in itself. So trying to find another pair I ain't nothing really comparable to US 30. So I was like, I gotta humble all the way down until I got time to get back to US 30. So
Gio do you right, bro.
Yeah,
she'll do you right.
Yeah.
Gio do you right.
Yeah, I'll say go GU.
Themselves
get right on GU. Shit, go GU.
You do you right, bro.
Nigga, GU felt like 100 pips last night, nigga.
Okay.
I did. I had caught the bar though. I was done for the day.
Caught the ball. I didn't even forget GU. I got GU.
32 pips for the day.
Yeah, I caught that whole set. Well, 100 pips of that sell to that last support.
Because it was at that daily support, and it had went back up. It reacted off the support.
You caught it.
Yeah, I caught the bar. No.
Woohoo.
1 minute action, you feel me?
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Good shit, my boy.
Yeah. I had to let it breathe. Like I actually entered like way before that. But that motherfucker, I let it breathe. I was down like about 20-some pips.
Where you
entered?
Like, yeah. You entered over here?
To the left a little bit more. No, right there. Yep, right there.
Where?
Right there. The first thing you go for. No, go over to the right. Go over to the right. To the right. To the right. Right there. Go down a little bit. The first one, yeah.
Oh, you
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to let it breathe though, because that bit.
Yeah, that pullback.
But my trader plan is just get 20 pips, bro. I hit my goal, I hit my TP. The TP hit, I was like, oh, there you go. I'm straight. Like I said, shot up 100 though. I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah. This shit crazy. Yup. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice trade. That's how, see what I'm saying? Like, that's all you need.
Facts.
Like, what the fuck? Like, nah, I just got all of this shit that happened in 30 minutes. And I'm supposed to wait 2 more hours, go through all of this and all of that and all of that and all. Fuck no, man. Fuck no. Sometimes you just gotta be cool, bro. Like, you just gotta be cool, bro. Like, it's gonna be them days where you let that shit ride, bro. But I'm telling you, you can't have that mindset all the time, bro. Because that shit, it don't do that all the time.
Bro, that'd be my problem. That'd be my problem sometimes. I be up and just goddamn.
Oh, bro, fuck that, bro. Add that shit to the balance, bro. Because if you think about how much time you let that shit come back, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine if you was just partial closing or letting that shit, just taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about where your account balance would be. It'd be crazy.
You know, something that really had stuck with me, Vontae, is when we was doing the 3DC and you was grading my test. And this shit about to end. Well, where I'm gonna hurry up though. But you was grading my test and you was going over like you let that shit come all the way back down to break even, nigga. Like
right,
what
nigga,
the fuck?
I was like, nigga, you better close over 38.2. So, right, that's like you get Biz getting here and that shit come all the way back. No, nigga, cut that shit here. What is you talking about?
Hell yeah,
I fuck with y'all, man. For this shit in, I fuck with y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all getting on here.
Of course, bro.
You know of course. Y'all doubled up on me, so I appreciate y'all coming twice on here, bro. Fucking with me on the site and the text, man. Like, I'm gonna upload this shit probably like YouTube, probably because I need more people to understand what we doing, bro. Like, society lit.